southeastern and central Pennsylvania, and everywhere you are. This is Eyewitness News Daybreak at 5 in high definition.
Well, he's one of the best-known stage hypnotists in North America and has performed in front of hundreds of thousands of people. And this morning, certified clinical hypnotherapist Colin joins our Jasmine Brooks live right here in the studio for some Thanksgiving fun. Hey, Jasmine.
That's right, Monica. We're having a lot of fun this Thanksgiving, and we might surprise you with some of the things that are going to come this morning. But first, I want to introduce you to Colin. So good morning.
Good morning. Great to be here.
Now, in the background, you're going to find many Lackawanna County and Luzerne County people that came just because they thought, what, you wanted to get hypnotized?
Yeah.
Now, this is Lisa Petz. We did a show together before, and you said this is something you wanted to take advantage of, but I got to ask why.
I know. I just always wanted to try it.
All right. Well, today's your day. All right. So, Colin, I want to know exactly what hypnotherapy is all about.
Sure. Hypnotherapy is basically you get somebody, you put them into a very deep, relaxed state so that when they're relaxed, their subconscious mind is open so you can reprogram them to do things like quitting smoking or losing weight. Athletes use it all the time to improve athletic performance, like Tiger Woods uses it for golf. Princess Kate just used it for childbirth and doing things like that for helping her get over her pregnancy and those kinds of things.
So people use elements of hypnosis every day, is that right?
Absolutely. Like anytime you're sitting down and going and relaxing, doing some deep breathing, and just slowing yourself down to relax, you're actually putting yourself into a hypnotizable state. Same with meditation, things like that.
So one of the things, you know, for Thanksgiving is people obviously eat a lot, and that comes with emotional eating we were talking about earlier. So what are one of the things you're going to do with these people today?
One of the things, well, we're going to hypnotize them, put them into a deep state of relaxation. And once they're in that deep state of relaxation, I'm going to start giving them suggestions to do different things. And hopefully we're going to have a little bit of fun and do some little wild and wacky stuff, too.
All right, let's talk to Melissa Longazelle. Come on up here. So what made you want to volunteer your Thanksgiving morning to get hypnotized?
I don't want to gain any more weight this holiday.
And so, now, has anybody here ever been hypnotized? No, so it's the first time for everybody. So do you have any advice before we head back to the green room to kind of do our thing here?
All they need to do is just listen to the sound of my voice and let themselves relax. A lot of people think they have to try really hard to get hypnotized. It's not true. You actually just want to let yourself relax and let yourself follow the suggestions. That's it.
Is it harder to get hypnotized if you have a lot of anxiety?
No, not really. There's just different hypnotizability levels, low, mid, and high, and you can't really tell until somebody actually starts what level they're at.
All right, you actually have a book that I want to talk about really quick. It is called what?
Success Through Manipulation, Subconscious Reactions That'll Make or Break You.
And I read there's secrets in there.
Yeah, it's broken down into different laws of manipulation. Basically, it's so you can identify the things that are positive and negative in your life so that you can do something about the negative stuff, and you can reinforce the positive stuff to do things like break bad habits or lose weight or quit smoking, that kind of stuff.
Okay, well, Monica and Dave, when we come back, these people are going to be hypnotized, and I'm really excited. I don't know what to expect, but we're going to do that right now. Well, I'm not going to do it, but we'll be right back.
Why not? And just so you know, Jasmine, Dave he's a little nervous about hypnotherapy, just so you know. So I told him not to listen.
We weren't sure if we should be listening there. I didn't want to, like, start clucking like a chicken.
I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that.
All right, we'll see you guys back in a little bit. This morning, certified clinical hypnotherapist Colin joins our Jasmine Brooks live in the studio. Hey, guys.
Good morning. That's right. Colin is right here, and behind me we have a group of volunteers who decided to come on into Eyewitness News and get hypnotized this morning, and that's exactly what we just did. So Colin again, good morning, and good morning to everybody.
Good morning.
Tell me what just happened backstage.
So basically what we did is we sat them down, we put them into a very deep, relaxed state so they can be hypnotized and open to the suggestions I'm going to be giving them all morning.
Okay, so how long did it take, and what was the process?
It took us about, I think, somewhere around 8 to 10 minutes. I didn't time it exactly, but basically I just put them through a guided visualization technique where they were imagining themselves on a set of 10 stairs and just going backwards and just allowing their mind and body to relax very deeply.
All right, so at this time you're going to give us a demonstration.
Yeah, exactly. So what I'm going to get you guys to do is just take a nice deep breath in, stay standing, and just sleeping down, just closing your eyes and letting yourself relax. Now as you relax, just take both of your palms, both of your hands, and extend them straight out in front of you, interlocking into one big fist. Now, with your hands interlocked into one big fist, just squeeze your palms together tightly shut and squeeze your right fingers and left fingers tightly against the backs of your hands. Now, as you do that, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to the number 3, you know and believe to be true that your hands have become one solid block of steel. So solid, the harder you try to pull them apart, the tighter locked down they will become. Now, give them an honest try, but the harder you try, the tighter locked down they become. However, in fact, the only way your hands will come apart is when I give you the signal that they will be able to come apart. On the count of 3, hands solid steel. 1, 2, keeping your hands and palms squeezed together tightly shut, and 3, solid steel now. Really try to pull your hands apart. Really try, but the harder you try, the tighter locked down they become. Now, you notice how their hands are getting, like their fingers are all like purple and white, and with all the pressure from trying to pull their hands apart. Now, maybe you need a little bit of help. Try to use your head. Just reach your hands behind your head and try to use your head to pull your hands apart. Really try, but the harder you try, the tighter locked down they become. Really try. Try pulling your hands apart, but the harder you try, the tighter locked down they become. Well, your head's not helping. I'll help you. Put your hands straight out in front of you. Take a deep breath in. And on the count of 3, your hands unlock and drop down to your sides. 1, 2, and 3. Unlock down to your sides. Open your eyes. Do you want to ask them a couple questions?
Yeah, absolutely. So how are you feeling?
You kind of just feel really tired and really relaxed.
What about you?
I agree.
Any more comments?
Just very relaxed. Your body's very heavy.
Body's very heavy. Okay, so if you want to come on over, Colin, I just want to ask you really quick. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to tie this into emotional eating over the holidays. So what are we going to do when we go back now?
Well, what you can do is when you're at home using hypnosis, you saw how their hands were unable to come apart, so what you can do is give yourself suggestions so that when you're in a situation where you're eating and things are going, there's lots of food around you, that you can actually resist that food and not have the desire to eat it.
All right, wonderful. All right, we're going to head back. So Monica and Dave, I'm going to send it back to you right now. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling very relaxed.
Are you? Okay, Dave was trying not to feel relaxed because he didn't want to get hypnotized.
Oh, of course he was.
We also want to see everyone gobble like a turkey, so maybe
you got it.
Show us that
coming up.
Okay. We'll see you guys.
Spirit, yes, it needs to happen this morning. All right, a lot of you already weighing in on Facebook. People have the turkey in the oven already.
He's one of the best-known stage hypnotists in North America and has performed in front of hundreds of thousands of people. And this morning, certified clinical hypnotherapist Colin Christopher joins our Jasmine Brooks live in the studio. Hey, Jasmine.
Hi, good morning, Monica. That's right. And now all these people that have volunteered their time on this Thanksgiving morning are now under hypnosis. Colin Christopher, what did you do when we were just out there a little bit ago? I know we're talking about emotional eating with the holidays.
So this time what I did was I hypnotized them so they could start thinking about the different foods that are going to influence them and all the different things with family and stress and all those kinds of things, and just think about being healthy and slimming down versus worrying about, oh, this food, oh, I shouldn't eat this, but I'm going to eat it anyway, and having all that pressure on them.
Okay, so I'm going to ask them some questions in 1 minute, but first you said triggers. What is that?
Yeah, basically what I did was I programmed a physical trigger so they touch their fingers together, and when they do that, it brings them back to that mental state of wanting to be healthy and wanting to be slim, so that when they have all those emotional influences around them, they have an opportunity and a tool to use that can bring them back to where they want to be instead of where they are.
All right, so Wayne Caviston, where are you? So tell me a little bit about the trigger. Can you show me what it looks like and how it works?
Yeah, he said, imagine like you're holding a pen, and since I'm right-handed, my right hand did it, and when I touch my two fingers together, I feel pins and needles, but when I do it with my left hand, it's just regular sensation.
Wow, that's amazing. And Liz Korneski, tell me a little bit about your experience out there.
When I put my fingers together, all I could hear in my head was like, you don't want to touch that food. And my food is like tater tots, so I was like, I can't eat tater tots anymore. Like, that's just it. So now I feel kind of better about it.
All right, so now we're going to do a demonstration right now, keeping up with the holiday theme. So how's this going to work, Colin?
Well, basically what happens typically when people get healthy and they slim down, they want to go on vacation, put their bathing suits on. So what I'm going to do is hypnotize them to be on a hot Caribbean beach on vacation. So now stay standing, but take a deep breath in. And sleep down now while you're standing. Now, on the count of 3, just imagine yourself on vacation on a hot Caribbean beach. The sun's going to be beating down on you, 90, 95 degrees Celsius. And, you know, in the Caribbean, safety comes first. So on the count of 3, while you're on the beach, you're going to grab that bottle of sunscreen and put some sunscreen on you. So 1, 2, and 3. On that Caribbean beach now, grab that bottle of sunscreen. That's right, get it on your hands, rub it on your arms. You know, get it on your chest, on your face, and your cheeks, and your nose, your forehead. You kind of want some on your back, too. So maybe turn to your right and help your neighbor out. Just turn to your right and help your neighbor out and get some sunscreen on their back. There you go. Yeah, put that sunscreen on there. Sunscreen, not massage oil, Wayne. Calm down. But anyway, you've got enough. You've got enough on there. You've got the sun beating down. It's getting even hotter. You need to cool off. So start fanning yourself. It's 115 degrees Celsius. Yeah, left hand, right hand, both hands. Just fan yourself faster and faster. But it's weird because the faster you fan, the hotter you get. The hotter you get, the faster you fan. It's getting hotter, hotter, and hotter. So hot. On the count of 3, you're just going to be wide awake, back to normal. 1, 2, and 3, wide awake now.
All right, to learn more about hypnosis, Colin has a book. It is called Success Through Manipulation, Subconscious Reactions That Will Make or Break You. You can check it out. We're going to tell you more about hypnosis and the benefits of being hypnotized. There are many, so keep it here.
All right. Jasmine, are you going to get hypnotized? What do you think?
I mean, maybe.
Okay, well, we'll stay tuned and we'll see.
Non-committal. That's the first time you've ever been warm in this studio. It's usually about 30 below in this studio, so it was nice to feel the summer heat for a little while. Well, the heat is on in the kitchens across.
He's one of the best-known stage hypnotists in North America and has performed in front of hundreds of thousands of people. Well, this morning, certified clinical hypnotherapist Colin Christopher joins our Jasmine Brooks live right here in the studio. Hey, guys.
Hi, good morning, Monica. That's right. We're having a lot of fun on this Thanksgiving morning, and we're doing some exercises that may surprise you. So what were you doing, Colin, backstage a little bit ago with all of these viewers that wanted to get hypnotized this morning?
Well, this time I helped them work on their self-confidence. A lot of people, when they're on in Thanksgiving, they have to deal with in-laws, and there's always some kind of strife and those kinds of things, and their self-confidence usually takes a bit of a hit. So what I did here was give them some physical triggers to actually help them so that they can maintain and increase their self-confidence throughout the entire weekend.
Okay, so physical triggers. Wayne, can you tell me about your physical triggers?
It was the same thing as it was with eating. It's just touching your fingers together.
Okay, so when you touch your fingers together, explain how this works.
So basically what happens when they touch their fingers together, they start remembering all the suggestions I gave them. And in this case, it was for building up their self-confidence. What I did was I actually removed some of their fears, their doubts, and their obstacles in life, and then allowed them to start thinking about just being more self-confident and being peaceful and calm.
Okay, now explain, Wayne, how your fingers felt when you were moving them together.
When I touched them together, it's pins and needles on my right hand.
That's incredible. Okay, and so how was your experience this morning? Let's ask Liz that question.
Oh, you know me. It was very relaxing and peaceful, and then you get like a lot of self-confidence. So I'm just going to be Wonder Woman for the rest of my life.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, and Liz, can you share some of your experience?
I thought it was definitely very relaxing, and it is all about the power of suggestion and listening to your inner voice and just learning the different ways of doing that.
Can we break some of the myths? I think a lot of people think that you get up here and you kind of act like a crazy person, but what is the true purpose of hypnosis?
Well, typically what happens, like most people think weak-minded people are the only people who can get hypnotized. It's actually kind of a misnomer. It's people who are more intelligent. Usually the smarter you are, the easier it is to follow suggestions, the easier it is to get hypnotized.
That means Dave Skutnik is probably going to want to do this.
I think so, yes. He's very intelligent from what I understand.
Okay, and so where can we learn more about you and what you do?
Yeah, certainly. You can check out my book at successthroughmanipulationbook.com or just check out my website at colinChristopher.com.
And it's all about having fun, too. Earlier this morning, you were taking them on a vacation. Is that right? Explain what you were doing.
Yeah, basically what we were doing there was getting them to think about what would happen when they're slimmer, when they've lost weight, and what they want to do when they're wearing that bathing suit out on vacation down in the Caribbean.
A lot of celebrities use hypnosis. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I was just actually reading the other day, Mike Tyson actually used it for helping him when he was actually in the ring for being a better boxer. Tiger Woods is using it for more golf, and Princess Kate was using it for childbirth.
So ultimately, what would you guys want to use hypnosis for in the future?
I think definitely making it through the holiday and using a lot of the techniques to eat healthier and have a better lifestyle.
All right, awesome answer. Thank you so much. Of course, for more information, you can head to pahomepage.com. For now, I'm going to send it to Genius Dave Skutnik and Monica Medea.
He likes to hear that, Jasmine.
Oh, I know.
You really stroked his ego. Good job. Dave.
I'm busy baking this morning. Let's open up your weather authority.